Okay, we're going to do a quick tour of the O'Dea Monastery. This is a monastery that was built right on the other side of the O'Dea Castle. It's right over on the ridge, actually. The only thing that remains from the castle is the high tower. It's a square tower. It was built in the 1400s. But here's the graveyard, the cemetery, still in use today. It's been in use for many centuries. The church itself, the ruins are in actually pretty good shape. What makes this church really unique is this feature. I'm going to take you around the back of the church. Is that it's a round tower church, meaning that it had a round tower built. There's not very many of these left in Ireland, but here it is from this angle. See, part of this side at the top's missing. What they call a round tower. Some of the earliest Christian churches in Ireland had these round towers associated with them. The early Celtic church actually was held typically on a hillside or out in the open or in the forest, wherever they could have it. They didn't build structures. It was later that they began building churches, kind of the influence from Rome and the Normans. But there you have it. There's the round tower. And then this is the actual abbey itself, which, like I said, it's in pretty good shape. Still being used. Still, the grave sites around are actually still being used for burials. And we'll get a shot of that. There's the High Celtic cross. I was up there earlier today. Really unique. I took some pictures of it. Really unique warrior on the other side. On this side is more of Celtic engravings that's facing the abbey. On the other side, facing northwest, would be this. There's like a warrior on the other side of it. This abbey has some significance to me personally. There are several Hurleys buried here, and they are ancestors of mine, distant relatives. Most of my Hurleys are from Cork, but they're all kin to the Hurleys from here in Clare. And here we have Andrew Hurley. Andrew Hurley, who doesn't have the date of his birth, but he died in 1929. He was actually a cousin of my great-grandmother, Sarah Jane O'Hurley. She migrated to the States. She migrated to America with her family when she was a young girl. There's another. This is a more recent burial of a Hurley, and then you have another one right there. But anyways, relatives of mine. This is the entryway. You can look at the face carvings, and then that looks like some kind of animal there. There's a bird. Looks like an owl maybe there with a beak. Anyways, very, very cool carvings. Then you have the Celtic knots going down that column. Some other ancient Celtic designs. But pretty neat. So we're going to step inside the abbey and look toward the nave. The walls are in really good shape. I'm pretty sure this has probably been reconstructed at some point. But I mean, it is really in really good shape. They restored it nicely, especially to keep in line with some of the windows and all that. So it's pretty neat. I just love the architecture. You look at the arch right there above the window. I love the architecture of these old monasteries. I've always been really big into castles and castle design and the architect and all the different influences, as well as the older structures, such as the Gael or the Celtic forts, the stone forts, ring forts. But these churches, they put a lot of work into them, and you know, this right here is one of the best entryways as far as being preserved that I've seen in a long, long time. And I've probably been in at least, probably at least 50 or more monasteries, you know, abbeys throughout Ireland and Scotland. So I've been in a lot of these places, and this is really a nice preserved one. It's kind of neat. I've been wanting to come up here for a while. I don't spend a lot of time in County Clare, actually. I've been to Ireland too many times to count, and you know, I usually land in Shannon at the airport there and then head out, you know, go up to Galway and Mayo and Donegal, or go down south to Kerry or Cork. So I really don't hang out much here in Clare, but I have some ancestors that are, you know, that were from here, the O'Hurleys. Pretty neat. But there's the round tower. There's the abbey. Great shape if you're ever out in Clare. It's really easy to find. There's a walking path that'll take you up to the High Cross, then over to the O'Dea Castle. And there's also a path that will take you around to a couple of stone forts, some ring forts. I recommend, if you walk out of this walkway, if you're parked down by here at the church, I recommend driving up, and the next road to the right, take a right, you'll pass by another church, more modern, and you'll be able to go to the, you know, walk right up almost to the stone forts. There's a couple of fences you need to cross, but it beats, you know, walking all the way across the trail through high weeds and stuff. If it's a dry day, sunny day would be, you know, the long route through the trail would be a lot more enjoyable and more relaxing. But today I'm gonna go, and it's a little dreary, a little soggy, so I'm going to take the easy route.